Welcome to Why Not Us podcast.
Yep.
And it's a beautiful day. You already know, man. It's your host, Ken J. And you already know it's $1 million money in the building today. You already know. You see who in the building today. It's
What's
the
up?
homie Ashley Bennett.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. What's up?
What's
Hey, what's up?
Man, what's up with you, man? Like, how are you feeling mentally?
I'm great. I can honestly say, KJ, with a straight face, I'm in a great place. I'm happy. I'm living what I didn't even think was my dream this whole time. God trusted me with something and I was giving it to somebody else. You know how we do. But I'm happy. I can't complain one bit.
Don't it feel good?
Listen, it took a long time to get here. Okay, a very long time. We go through things in life, and we think in that moment when we're going through it, we don't quite understand it. We feel cheated. We feel, like, dang, why me? Or why this happened to me? Why can't I just go through life and it be a little easy? Granted, I grew up great. I have great parents, great grandparents, support system, aunts, uncles, all that. They love me, but through decisions in life, you go through stuff, and it has become such a learning experience that I can't say that I wouldn't take back. I would go through it again. I would probably make things a little different, but now I know. But it brought me here to my happy place where I'm chilling. I'm free.
Yes.
It.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Free, being free.
absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
freedom is everything. And
Um,
it's free. And it's
but
joyful. And it's peaceful. And
peace, freedom, peaceful. You can wake up and you're not worried about. I mean, you have your regular stuff. That's life. It's not like
yes.
not gonna just be like, oh, it's just great. Some things are gonna happen, but growth and wisdom teach. It's taught me to just breathe. Yo, it's all right.
Yes.
You're gonna be all right. You'll make it. You'll be fine. And so
Yes.
I'm good. I'm happy. What's up with you? This podcast. I'm so proud of you. Let's talk about this because honestly, KJ, we go back to college, St. All days. Swoop. I'm always with it. Um,
Hey, big energy. Let's go.
um, but yeah, we go back and you've always been a great person. I could never take that, but you were always quiet. You were always chill, so laid back. And you have a whole podcast. This is good. This is great.
See? It's all about, you know what I'm saying? See, the thing is, people have different versions of me, and I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, I love the fact that, people have different versions of me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Saint Nog, man, listen, I supposed to been majoring in communications, right? But I didn't major in communications because it was a teacher that I didn't like. I didn't like his voice. So since I didn't like his voice at 18 years old, I decided to take another path.
Yeah.
Um, but communication has always been my thing. Like I always had a vivid imagination. I always just saw the best in everything. Like, yo, this might happen, but boom, this could happen too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So I always had the imagination, and I've been through a lot of things, a lot of dark places, and different things like that. Always being codependent, always cheering everybody else on. Always been there for everybody else. Always trying to take everybody with me. Always trying to add to a platform that's already built. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
man, I just said, man, listen, I believe in myself. I'm gonna take a chance on myself, and boom, March the 12th of this year. I took a chance and I just created this platform, Why Not Us podcast. So,
That's so good. I
so
appreciate
yeah,
inviting me on too. This
yeah,
first, the first one, first official one. And so I appreciate you for reaching out and definitely inviting me. And a lot of people have been asking, like, who is this? Who is this girl? And I'm like, yeah, you got to hear she's dope. So yeah, thank you so much for this opportunity.
Man, you already know the vibes. So, Ashley, how did you come into wanting to, open the stylish? Am I saying it right?
So this goes back to really people would believe that who know me from a little girl. They know that I was not with the earrings. I was not with all the extraness. Don't put no makeup on me. I don't want that. My mom used to like be like, "You gonna wear these hoop earrings?" And it's like, no, just give me them little stud things. Still wear them, and let me go about my way. And so people that know me from childhood probably are like, "Stylist, what?" But God has a funny way of, taking something that you never thought that you would do or that you could probably play with it, but it's like you're a little intimidated or you're afraid. And so I stepped out in 2014. I've always been a shoe person. Heels has always been
Mm,
a thing. I love heels. I don't know if you remember Ashley Holcomb from college, but when I first started going to school, she was the one that really got me into heels. And she was like, "You got to put heels on because you're not going nowhere with flats on. You got to step when you going with me." So I'm like, okay. So at first it was a little struggle because I'm like, okay, but I got into it, and I believe that heels or style or, you know, just being yourself, that I can style me and you can tell the mood I'm in. If that
mm-hmm.
so like, if I want to wear a low heel, you can tell that mood. And so that's how I base my fits or anything that I do is from the shoes up. And so I started a shoe boutique in 2014. I'm sorry, in 2018. And it was well, but it wasn't where it was okay. It was learning experience. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I went through the ropes because I'm the type of person. If you're gonna do it, go all the way out. Don't give me this like little stuff. I want
Mm-hmm.
right away. And so, sometimes just a little nugget, those big things right away, even though we envision them because God gives us the vision far ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But there's these little steps that you have to take before you get there. And so we're so focused on the bigger picture that we forget about those little things. And so in 2018, I was here with it when I should have been here with it, if that makes sense. And I'll explain because I went fancy in the store. I got a storefront. And I was like, boom, I'm coming to the city of Rockingham where people really don't even like me for real. But I'm going to show them because, that's the attitude I had because at that time, I was really wanted to prove myself to people who didn't even matter. They was going to buy from you, whether you, whatever. So I spent unnecessary money that I probably could have had today um, had I managed it. And so it was well, but it didn't last because I was in a rush and I was trying to get it out there and I was trying to make it really big and I was trying to, you know, if I can be real, be seen because a lot of people won't be honest and be like, "Oh, this is my passion." Yeah, girl, bye. You want to be seen. And so if you do things to be seen, it will not last. You might as well go sit down because you're going to be wasting your money because when you do it to be seen, you'll make that money. You'll be like, "Oh," and then you're not working to continue to make that money. And so it failed. I'm not embarrassed to say it. I was, but it failed on Facebook. It was. Oh yeah, she don't have her store no more. It was a big talk, big thing. And so I set out when I should have been working. You know what I mean? And so it was in 2000 and I want to say maybe no, it was 2020. It was 2020. My grandfather got sick. And so, that was the pandemic, that thing. So I shut down. I opened in 2018, shut down in 2019. And I went in with a partner, which was my sister. And she was a great help. She really was. But it was my vision. And so here I am trying to fit somebody in my vision when God really gave it to me. So it didn't work. Um, and so in 2020, my grandfather got sick. And that was, the thing, I was working from home and I just got so far away from it, so far away from it. And then my grandfather passed away. And that was a big thing. And so I'm sorry.
Never say sorry. Express yourself.
These are not tears of sad, it's just
Yeah.
miss. But he passed away and I went through something. I really did. But for the good though. It wasn't for anything bad. It was good. I lost him, but it was good though, It worked. Um it worked. It made me grow up. Because you don't realize like time is ticking and you don't have time to play around. God has given you a gift and you gotta work that thing. You gotta move on it when he give it to you. Because there's people out here who want to feel good, but their feel good is in you. And so the only way they're gonna get out of that depression or whatever is if you walk in what you've been called to do. And so when I lost him, I literally was that crushed me. People didn't believe me. They was like, "Yeah, it's just your granddaddy." But I helped take care of him with my mom, my aunt, my brother, and stuff. And so I took on that role of like, a caregiver for him for about a year or so with the rest of my family. And he passed last year. And so for a year, I just was like so focused. I tuned all the way in for a full year. I said, I'm not going to be out here just BSing around. Like, I got to get my together, if that makes sense. I didn't do enough. And this is my truth to me. I didn't do enough while he was here. I was wasting time. I was a lot of stuff I wanted him to see. He's gone. I was wasting time. So get your stuff together. And so his death really made me wake up, and the shoe thing came back, and I was able to think with a clear conscience because for the first time I was like, you know what? I got to get myself together. I got to focus on me and my children. This has to happen. And so I cleared my life from everybody that could potentially be in the way of this vision that I knew was given to me in 2018. I knew he gave it to me in 2018, even though I fumbled it out of immaturity, out of, you know, just not knowing or just not listening. Because sometimes, you think about how many people have come across our paths to say things like, you probably shouldn't do that, or you probably shouldn't do this, or whatever. And then you don't listen, so just that whole from 2018 to 21 when he passed, I had to really sit back and realize a lot of the stuff that was caused in my life was because of me. Some mistakes that I've made or whatever was because of me, or things I've allowed was because of me. And so I got to cut it. It's got to go. And I tunnel vision on credit. I tunnel vision on money. I tunnel vision on my peace, my children. I started, my daily devotions. And y'all, come on, let's be real. I don't read the Bible every day, but I talk to my God every day. Okay. I'm praying every day. I'm in his face every day. And so June the 2nd is my grandfather's birthday. And so when he passed away, I was like, you know what? I'm going to focus. And so I started getting back in the groove of things. And I came up, I was talking to my sister Eris, and which she does custom wigs. And so we were sitting and talking, and her custom wigs, her last name is Lyles. And so she was doing my hair one night. She was like, sis, I need a name for my hair. And I'm like, okay, well, so I thought about it. I'm like, well, do Laid by Lyles. And so that was years ago. And so now that's a thing, that's a thing. And so I went back to her and I said, yeah, I helped you with your name. You got to come up with something, because I had Access Boutique in 2018. And so sometimes, we have to switch the game up on them a little bit, because you knew me as Access Boutique, and that's cool. But that's not it, And so we were sitting down and we were doing my hair again. Same situation with her situation. She was doing my hair. Same situation. She was doing my hair and she was like, "Sis, why don't you name it? Your name is Ashley. You're stylish, but take the ish off and put ash to make it stylish, like you're styling." And I said, "Sis, I'm not styling nobody, because I'm not as confident as people think that I am." So I'm like, "No, I'm not styling nobody. No." And she was like, "I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying you could do like stylish boutique." And so I was like, "Yeah, but it's not ringing a bell." And so I slip on it. There's this little saying, it's like stylish by nature, that's her thing, that's what she does, And so it was like, boom, that's it. So so the website is Stylish by Nature Boutique, is the new website. And the stylist part came from, people always ask me, like, "Can you show me, what do I need to wear?" Or they'll call and say, "Do this look right? Does this look good? This is," and I'm always like, "Yeah, don't do that. I don't do that." Whatever. And so I was always afraid to walk in that, because of people.
Yes.
I don't even know what I was getting ready to say, but
Yes.
and so worried about, well, I know that I can dress, but to dress someone else is just like, yeah, And so, it's just realizing that, no, you're giving out wisdom for free. And you can, if you want to, or you can create another stream for yourself and your children. And you can do what I said and make people feel good and make it a stream. You don't God didn't give you the gifts to just be out there just freelancing around.
Tell me that.
It's
Tell
not.
me that.
No, it's really not. And my friend Renee he busses at me all the time. "Your prices, friend, your prices." And so, because a lot of times what we try to do is always accommodate where we're from, and God is actually not even trying to put you in the area where you're from, but really it's somebody in LA, it's somebody in Atlanta, it's somebody in freaking what house me, or whatever. That's the mindset that we have to think, because I'm created in his image, in his life. I'm like him. So if I'm like him, I'm not him, but I'm like him. Why can't I style Nene Leaks? Who's to say she's not listening? You
I'm
know,
sorry, I gotta clap
you
because
understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we dummy down for Richmond County. Child, please. Name your county. Child, please. And granted, let me say this, because one thing about me, I am far from a conceited, boastful person. Because let me tell you something, I can work smooth in your closet on church. You didn't even think that go with that. Yes, ma'am. You ain't got to spend a dime. You see what I'm saying? Here's the thing, though. I'm just done with dummying down, if that makes sense. You know. So if you're in Rockingham or Raleigh or wherever you want me to style you, right, I'm with it. But I'm also with my fee, because you got to give me that.
yo,
Because why though? Because God trusts you. Didn't see it as an outfit until I showed it to you, and then you thought, I could wear that. Absolutely, you can. I told you could. And so again, we dummy down a lot, and we don't realize, you know, what we have. KJ, this I said that if I ever got an opportunity, that it would never always be about me. And so if I could just insert this here, because this is a great example as to never dummy down. My little brother CJ, he customizes shoes. And that's somebody that you could potentially have on the podcast. He would be great. And Very long story short, Rod Wave. He customized a pair of shoes for Rod Wave, and it went viral. It was all over. It was all over Facebook. I mean, so many shares, likes, and he's been customizing for a couple years. You know, he can draw. He's an artist. He went to St. Aug. So yeah, he's definitely a Falcon, and he's been pressing this business, this customizing business, because since the pandemic, everybody has been customizing, making shirts and podcasts and selling shoes, and so it could be a little intimidating, but I always believe that you don't have to take from anyone's table, because God provides at our own. And so he went to Fayetteville by himself. Met Lil Bootsy on the stage. He was on the actual stage with all of these, big artists. And Lil Bootsy came to the concert. He didn't have any shoes at all. He didn't have no shoes. He left his shoes at the hotel. My brother had a pair of customized shoes, but specifically for Rod Wave. He could have very well gave those shoes to Lil Bootsy, because that would have been a big thing. But one, Bootsy's a 10, this is a 12. That won't work. He pressed his way to try to get backstage to give those shoes to Rod Wave. The manager gave him a hard time. He was like, let me just take the shoes from you, give them to Rod Wave. And then, but that don't make sense, because I stayed up 2 days making this stuff, working really hard. I'm not going to give you my hard work for free. You see what I'm saying? Say all that to say, the manager ended up going to get my brother, Favor Works, putting him on the stage while they cleared out the entire stage. Nobody else could be on the stage but him and Rod Wave. At the end of the night, my brother was able to give Rod Wave his own shoes, customized from him for his business. So no, you can't dumb me down. No, you can't tell them, oh, well, yeah, you can just take them. No, you can't. You can't. Why? Because God is making provision for bring you straight to the people that you need, to bring them straight on this podcast. And that's just that. That's just that. That's just that. So that's Style Lash in a nutshell, man.
Woo.
You know? Yep.
That was
That's it.
powerful.
That's it. I appreciate it.
That was like, oh no, that was like really powerful.
I appreciate that.
And
God.
it's just like confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
It's confirmation, but
Yeah, that's good.
it's confirmation, and like everything that you were saying is like confirmation.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on for a second, because my nephew loud. Give me a second, please.
Okay, no problem.
My bad. I
Yeah,
apologize, y'all.
you're good. You're
Um,
good.
listen. I've been like everything. Like when I say God is amazing, God is
Absolutely.
so amazing. That's all I can say is God is so amazing. And this conversation is just like a conversation that I've been having about, you know what I'm saying, knowing your worth
Absolutely.
and not lowballing.
Absolutely.
And
Don't ever. A lot of times, KJ, this is what we do. We lowball ourselves, and then we're frustrated with the vision that God gave us, and then we quit. And so you quit because you lowballed yourself. You didn't quit because he didn't make provision for it. He made provision for it, and he told you what to do, and he told you what to charge, and you still done it the way you wanted to do it. And so that's why it's not working. And so that's why it fails, because we're not listening to the things that he's given us, to the universe. You can just feel it. You know what I mean? Like, you know when and what you're supposed to be doing. And so when you dummy down to it, it is basically a slap in the face to God, honestly. Like, I gave you that, and that's what you did with it. And I talk like this because I talk like this to my boys, if that makes sense. And so I believe that that's how God talks to me. Like, so I gave you that. I'm gonna be real. In 2018, I ran through $50,000 that was given to me. Just give it to me. Give it to me. I'm not even. Not even gonna go there. As far as, but it was given to me, and I was entrusted with it, and I blew it listening to the wrong people, and not listening to the voice of God and what I knew is right. You know what I mean? So again, he gave me another chance because he's a God of second chances. He's a God of chances, you know? And when he gave it to me this time, I said, you know what? If you give it to me again, I promise. I promise to you, I promise to myself, my children, I won't fumble it. I will make it work. And um, and we did. Everything that he placed inside of me, all of the mistakes that I made, or the things that I went through to get me to where I am today, I promise you, it was well worth it. Every moment. People will probably be like, that's crazy. No, it's not. No, it's not. Anything that you can phantom that happened to you from birth up until this point, it's working. Promise you it's working. My favorite scripture is Romans 8:28. All things are working. It's working. So you just gotta quit dummying down though, because it won't work if you do. Because, and I'm gonna tell on you really quick. Before we came on the actual live, I was nervous. I was still nervous. I'm still nervous. um, but when we first came on, I thought we were live, and KJ, she got on and she was like, "Yo, she's talking, so I'm ready." Nervous, and we went for about, I say, a minute. And then she said, "So that's how it's gonna be." And I'm like, "What you mean that's how it's gonna be? What you mean? Like, what you mean that's how it's gonna be?" And so she was like, "That's how, the podcast, that's how it works. You just flow, you just flow." And I'm like, "So tell me we wasn't even live? I'm thinking we flowing and we not flowing." And she was like, "No, but that's just, I just wanted to see." And it's funny because kind of flipped, but it's working though, KJ, for real. I'm for real. Don't give up on this. So he gave this to you, and it'll be big platforms, bigger platforms. You called LA whenever I came on. You were calling out the red carpets and stuff, and I'm thinking you were live the whole time, and you were just preparing me for where I'm really going. And when you said it to me, I was like, you know, dog, I probably could. So don't be so caught up in the where you are. There's a bigger picture that we all have to get to, but it's just those little things you know that will happen that we can't control, but it's working. Yep.
Listen, I didn't even know that I was gonna be so emotional today, and
Hey, you're good.
um,
You're good.
but everything that I do with intentions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel different things in my spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I reached out to you,
Mm-hmm.
and when you came on today, I just saw you in LA. Um, about to, in my head, you about to style somebody. So you taking out the opportunity to talk to me. You feel what I'm saying?
I will do it
So,
there.
so that's my vision. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
that's, like I told you, $1 million vision,
Yeah.
$1 million thoughts. Cause
Yeah.
we already millionaires. We already there. So that's how I look at you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's how I look at you. Like I told you, I'm gonna speak life over
Absolutely.
life. Like I
Ab-
speak life over me, I'm gonna speak life over you.
yeah.
You are of greatness.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, KJ.
You
You are,
are amazing, man. You are amazing. You
thank
are
you.
of God. God is within you. I feel
Thank
it. You're
thank
a
you.
beautiful human.
I appreciate that. I really
Yes. Like, um, it is what it is. It's connection.
yeah,
When you on a different vibration
absolutely.
and you understand how powerful God is and God is within you. God is your creation.
And
God is you.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And
Every
you
day.
got to reprogram your mind, like you got to, from
It's,
everything people
it's
told you.
it's funny you said that because today, earlier today, I was working or whatever, and I was very nervous about this. I was very, very nervous because I've been off of Facebook for like a couple years, and so it's just different, you know. And so coming on, I was like, oh God, I'm just so nervous, you know. How am I supposed to look, you know, whatever. And so every distraction in the world today happened. From the time I opened my eyes until the time we got on this live, every distraction in the world happened. I promise you it happened. But it happened because this was about to happen. You know what I mean? And so sometimes, again, we're so rushed to the bigger picture that we forget those little things. And so I laughed, you know, not at you. I smiled when you cried, not because I was laughing at you, but because there was a freedom that, you know, is just on this live period, you know, that, you know, people need to sense, people need to feel, you know, people need to know that it's okay. You know, you can be yourself, you can cry, you can, whatever you need to do, feel it out. Because when you hold emotions and you know, are bound down by all of those things, you can't be you. You can't be free. And so today, all of those distractions happen because, you know, it was trying to, you know, distract this, you know. But it's well, KJ. Like I promise you, this was probably if I had to do a million more podcasts, and I'd probably be nervous then. But you made me feel so comfortable, like very, very comfortable. Very comfortable. So that's how I know that this is what you're supposed to be doing because I was shaking. I was like, oh God, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what to say. But there's a freedom in you that caused me to, and that's what people are missing. People are missing that. So kudos to you for real.
Yo, this is how this conversation supposed to happen today because sometimes we think we're going to have a conversation about different things and God is like, no, you're not going to do that.
Mm-hmm. That's what you do.
That's not the message that needs to be received today.
Yeah, I
So
want to do it anyway.
your message was for me today.
I, that's all. It was for us both.
So I feel chills. Uh I feel love.
Mm,
I feel joy. I
yeah.
feel freedom. I just feel happiness.
And you know, okay, Jake, you know what that is though? It's God. That's how he is. That's it. Everything you named wasn't me. That was him.
I know.
That's it.
Cause yo, we the highest creations.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We the highest creations. And just to, like I said, when you first came on, I'm like, yo, you
Yeah.
didn't even know. I was like,
No,
nah, I just seen how you was talking to me, how the energy was. You feel
yeah.
what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
But then I had to stop you. Like, listen, we not live.
We're not live. Hold on. Let me tell you right quick.
But you got this though. I say, look at you. You got this.
Yeah. I was just nervous, KJ.
Yeah, but look at you. This is for you. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to be styling people. You are. It's
Yeah.
just the beginning.
Just the beginning.
It's just the beginning. You
Yeah.
are.
That's funny.
You are.
Yeah.
You are. You.
Right.
And then guess what? It's going to be other people, stylists, right?
Yeah.
That's on learn from you. And then you're going to help other people. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to spread your love. You're going to spread your light.
Yeah.
Everything people try to dim your light.
Yeah.
You remember all that negativity. Look at you now.
Yeah. Grateful.
Beautiful. Let's go, sis.
Yeah. I appreciate
Big energy, yo. I got to clap for you. You feel me?
it. I really
Keep
do.
going.
Yeah, I
Keep
am.
going. That's the energy, man. I'm big energy, man. I'm
Absolutely.
big energy, yo.
Absolutely. Me too.
Woo!
Me too.
This was amazing.
This was good, KJ, for real.
This was amazing. Listen. You got to keep coming. You got to come back. You
Okay.
got to come back. You got to keep coming.
Okay.
You got to tell the people right now, though.
Yeah.
How can they get in contact with you?
So, I have Instagram, which of course is Stylash, by nature. If you type that in on Instagram, that should direct you straight to the business page. My name is Ashley Bennett. That is my name on all social media outlets. My boutique's website is www.styleashbynature.com. That's www.styleashbynature.com.
Hold on, I'm writing it. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here shaking like because the energy God is so amazing. You feel
Yeah,
me? So
he's
it's on a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like it's on a different level. Like God meets you where you at.
every time, every time. Like I,
So I'm shaking right now because not like I'm nervous. I'm not
I
nervous.
know what you mean.
Yeah, like it feels
I know.
good. So
Yeah,
it's a good feeling. So it's www.st spell it again.
Style Ash
All right.
by nature, Bynature.
Hmm? .com.
Mhm.
All right, big. All right, so basically what I'm doing is I'm putting it in the chat so people can know, like, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
that's right.
I spelled it right, right?
Yep, that's
All
right.
right. So everybody, y'all see this, everybody.
Mhm.
Make sure y'all go to her website. You feel
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like this is the people, right? Ashley is the prime example of what good energy is and how it moves and how it is. Like people want to
yeah.
be around people. Yo, y'all need her. That's the energy y'all need to be around. That energy. People
It's,
are gonna be coming to you, man. You ain't seen nothing yet, bro.
I received that. I really
It's
do.
the big energy for me, yo. Like, wow,
Absolutely.
wow, you amazing.
I
You
appreciate
are amazing. Period.
you. I
You are
appreciate
amazing, man. You are amazing. Thank you for this confirmation for me
it.
today. God is amazing. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. So gratitude is essential. Thank you for that message. Thank you. I received it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you
Thank you.
for having me today too. I
For
really
sure. But before we leave, I
yeah.
always ask this. What advice would you give someone that's afraid of their greatness? Afraid of their greatness. They're sitting on their greatness. You know what I'm saying? They love what you're doing. They are good at that putting outfits together, different things like that. Like, what advice would you give that individual for them to understand? You gotta go.
um I wouldn't give them necessarily advice. I would probably, if I was talking to them, I would probably ask them one question. And that question would simply be, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? And the way I would say it, they wouldn't be able to answer it. They would just go do it. Because really, what are you waiting on? Here's the thing, if God gave it to you, if you even saw it, okay, boom, I saw this outfit in my head and I'm just like, want to piece it together and it looks good to me. piece that thing together and put it on, child. What you waiting on? What are you waiting on? That's it. And here's the thing: the longer you wait, the less time you have, because tonight is not promised. We always say tomorrow. Literally, the next couple of whatever, it's not promised. So, what are you waiting on? So it's not advice. It's just that one question. And,
Mm,
and if you're gonna give me all of these excuses, then you're not ready and going by your way. But if
mm,
I ask you that question and you can't give me an answer, period, let's
mm,
move along. What are you waiting on? What's the outfit? What did you come up with? Let me see. That's fine. I'm not an expert, I'm not. But if you show me something and I like it, I'm going to tell you. If I don't like it, I'm going to say you put it on and let me see you do it, because that will broaden what I think. Oh, okay, yeah, that looks good.
So what makes you not an expert?
Because everybody's style is different. And
So what? Well, let me ask you a question. What makes you not an expert again?
I don't know, KJ. I don't know. I just here's my this is the way I see it.
Okay.
This is the way I see it.
All right.
I will style you or style someone, anyone. It doesn't matter. But as confident as I am giving it to you to put on, I want you to be that confident when you wear it. And so it only makes me an expert if you like it. That's how I see it. And the reason why I see it that way, it'll always keep me on my toes. If I call myself an expert, now there's nowhere for me to grow, because an expert knows it all and I don't.
It's
And so
different levels of an expert.
it's different. And so I'll say, for me, I keep myself mediocre because I like to say I here- no, 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 no.
Oh,
Here's the
go
thing.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because let me say this. I'll
All
say
right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm saying that in a way. I'm saying that in a way because I'm 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 so in a level of confidence that I don't have to exude it. I don't have to. It doesn't have to be a big body energy for me. It's because I walk in the room and that is a big body energy, with my clothes in my hand, ready to go. That is a big body energy. You don't have to say that, because here's the thing. I told myself that a long time ago, because people don't tell you that. So you sit around and wait on people to call you an expert or to call you whatever. You'll be waiting forever because
That's
people
why you call
don't.
your own self. That's
Absolutely.
what.
And that's what I just said. I've
Yeah.
told myself that already. So I know that already. So I
Yeah.
don't have to say that, because I know that. And you, quite honestly, you don't have to tell me. You know what I mean? Because I know that. And so I'm comfortable in that.
Say less. Say less.
I don't have to. I don't need people. People always say, "Oh, yeah, no, calm
Say
down.
less. Say
It's okay."
less.
You know what I mean? It's okay.
Say
It's
less.
nothing wrong with appearing to be mediocre, because everything don't have to be loud. Sit
See,
down.
but
I don't
see,
like. I don't. And that's
hey,
why
hey, expertise isn't loud either. You feel what I'm
you.
saying? It's
I,
not loud, but I
always,
see it.
right,
I see
right,
it.
right. And so I don't have to say that I'm an expert, because you already see that. I didn't have to say that. I didn't have to, and I'm never going to. I won't.
Say less.
Yeah, I won't.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I just feel like you know I don't feel like it's. I just feel like you speaking that. You feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I don't feel like it's like you better than anybody.
Oh,
But no. I'm just saying I don't, cause like me, how I speak things, I'm the best podcaster. That's how I gotta think. You feel what I'm saying? I'm the best podcaster. My podcast is gonna be global. And
absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? So that's the energy I gotta have, you know what I'm saying? So that's all
Here-
I was saying.
This is how. This is how I
Mhm.
pop my. If I say,
Yeah, go ahead.
when you ask me to style you, I send you all of my ideas, or how that process works, and I pop my after you pay me. Period. That's just that, because it means nothing if you're not getting what you're supposed to get.
All
The
right,
first point
I,
isn't always money, but that's why God gave it to you.
I got you. Say
Yeah.
less.
So,
I got you.
so I don't. I'm not a boastful person, and so my big energy comes from my. When I slide, you slide up and you say you ready, and I do it, and I tag that fee too. When you pay, that's always big energy.
Yeah, for sure.
And
See,
nobody
see,
got to know about but me and God.
yeah, but see, I gotta. So listen. For so long, I've been suppressing myself. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Me personally,
yeah,
suppressing myself to mediocre. No, no, no. So now I'm like, yo, I am big
yeah,
energy. I
yeah,
am this. So this is how I.
yeah,
This is me. You know, not
yeah,
in like in a boastful way, but I
yeah.
have to. I
Yeah.
have to for
You can,
me.
but you do it in whatever way is necessary.
Yeah.
Whenever I express that I'm not doing it, like or I'm just so lucky, it's just a way about doing it. Because here's the thing: when I feel good about it, I don't really care about any. And KJ, and the reason why I'm that way is because for so long I lived for people. I lived for people for so long that I forgot what I like and
Mm-hmm.
what I love and what I want to do and what I choose to do. I forgot about me. And so, when I do accomplish stuff, I'm here with it every time.
That's what it
Like,
is.
girl, you go. You
I
did that.
love it.
Yeah. So
I
that's
love
that's
it.
where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it.
I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I respect that, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love how authentic you are. You know what I'm saying? I love how we just had this conversation, and you know what I mean? Like that's dope. You feel what I'm saying?
So it was a good time. I
So
appreciate it.
like I said, I appreciate you for coming to the platform.
Yep.
You're always welcome to come to the platform.
Yeah.
This will not be your last time coming to the platform. Because I gotta I gotta ask you some questions, you know what I mean, when you do your little stylish thing, because you know what I mean, I gotta ask you some questions, you know what I mean? So I
Absolutely.
can't wait.
I
So
whenever you're ready.
for sure. Once again, y'all, I just want to tell everybody out there, do not give up on your dreams. Do not water yourself down. Do not lowball yourself. Understand that, you know what I'm saying? Your sheep will know your voice, period. You understand what I'm saying? Your sheep will know your voice, period. And the people that's for you will come to you. So do not lowball yourself. Do
That's
not. So,
it.
so peace and blessings, and I'm out.
Yeah.